Hello everyone, Pierce Station here. Welcome to the new deck profile, which is what my deck is going to turn into. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. Again, like I have reviewed Blue Eyes decks in the past, and like you guys have seen mine. This is what mine will eventually turn itself into. And basically, you know, you're gonna run your 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon, your 3 alternatives like I do in mine. My 3 ancients. I do not run the legends in this. Again, 3 Finger Machine Go, your 1 ultimate creature of destruction, your 2 Melody of Awakening, 2 Nebulas, 1 Shining. Shining is still a big card in today's meta. Contrary to what people might say about the card itself, it is very good in my personal opinion. Like, because like if you listen to this card, like just listen to this, okay? Just listen to this for a second. It says, cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by attributing 1 Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Now that's the hard part, which is not so hard anymore. I'm going to show you why. Gains 300 attack for each dragon in the graveyard. When a card or effect is activated that targets this card, quick effect, you can negate that effect, which is big. You know, I run my Spirit of White. I only run 1 in this version, so unfortunately, I'm only going to run one Dragon of White. But that's not really a big like no. Like it's just like I'm not going to run 1. 3 True Light, yeah, you have to for that. 3 Pierce in the Darkness, like I showed you prior. Okay, so this is where things get tricky. And actually, I'm going to take one of these out. So that way it's 45. That's more reasonable. So we're going to run 2 Jet Dragon. I might add Called by the Grave to this. I don't know. I think it might be okay where it's at. But 2 Jet Dragon. Okay, so when February comes out, this card is going to be eligible. And this card is bigger than what me and you might think. I know this card's big because I'm just going to go ahead and read it to you. Now imagine Shining is on the field and someone's trying to Storming Mirror Force and well, not Storming Mirror Force, but like Mirror Force it, trying to, you know, they've got effects like monster effects, yada yada, you get the drift, that are to destroy that card so that this card doesn't appear. You know, if they flip Shining back to hand, that's not the worst thing in the world, because you can use your White Stone to advantage hit and get your ultimate back, and then with all the different fusion spells in this deck, you can just get it right back. But more specifically, this Blue Eyes Jet Dragon is one of the biggest cards they are ever going to put out, and this is the reason why, and it's going to make Blue Eyes a hard menace for a long time. It says other cards you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So it's other cards, not this card. Do not get those confused. It's not Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. When an effect goes off and it says destroy all cards your opponent controls, they're all protected except for Jet Dragon. Jet Dragon will be the one that will be destroyed, but he's not that hard to get back. Allow me to explain. It says you can only use each of the following effects of Jet Dragon once per turn. And can only activate them while Blue Eyes White Dragon is on the field or in the graveyard. This is easy. There are 6 Blue Eyes White Dragons in total. It says if a card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. If a card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect. So this is not hard to do. Either you get your monster destroyed, or you destroy your opponent's card, and this card comes back. As long as Blue Eyes is on your field or in the graveyard, which that's a gimme. Okay. It says you can special summon this card from your graveyard if it was there when the card was destroyed, or a hand, even if not. So that's big. It's big. And it says at the start of the damage step, if this card battles, you can target one monster your opponent controls, return it to the hand, which is a big effect of its own too. So Blue Eyes Jet Dragon is going to be one of the best cards you could ever think to run. So I want to move on to the one that I will pair it off with this one. And he is worth running when he comes out. I'm going to try to have these cards as soon as they come out. Like, no cap. Like, I want to have these cards. So, the Tyrant of D says if you control a Blue Eyes monster, you choose the attack targets for your opponent's attacks, which there's a lot of Blue Eyes monsters in this deck. That's literally all it is. Let's see here. It says you can use each of the following effects of Tyrant of D once per turn, just like Jet Dragon. Keeps it from being broken. You can send one Blue Eyes White Dragon from the graveyard, or send one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. That's big. That is going ahead and setting up Jet Dragon. It says you can discard one Blue Eyes White Dragon or one card that's specifically listed in its text. That could be a spell, trap, that could be anything. Then target one Blue Eyes monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So I can get Dragon of White, Solid, Jet Dragon, Blue Eyes, and Blue Eyes Alternative off of that. And Abyss. And that really, what that does is that sets up Abyss to pull another polymerization from the deck. That's what my deck has been missing for a long time. And now, they've got it to where you can get it. So let me go ahead and move on to the apparition with Eyes of Blue. This is another big card. I'm not kidding you. Because people's like, well, Blue Eyes, it's not really a special summon machine. I turned it into one with the last meta we had. But this takes it to another level. With this, it says, when you activate this card, you can reveal one Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand, special summon one monster from your hand. It does not specify. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster you control, return that face-up monster to the hand, then you can apply one of these effects based on its original name. Blue Eyes White Dragon, special summon one monster from the hand. Otherwise, special summon one Blue Eyes monster from your hand. You can only activate this once per turn. So with that being said, if you pair that off with True Light, which let's say you activate Apparatus or Apparition, and you target Blue Eyes White Dragon, you send it back to the hand. And when you send it back to hand, you can special summon one monster from your hand, and then you can activate True Light and special summon that Blue Eyes right back to the field. And if it's paired off with Pierce in the Darkness, you draw another card, plus it's got the security, which is big. It's not easy to get around. So that's why I'm going into detail, because people looked at these cards, and I watched them online. They're like, well, it's not really broken. No Blue Eyes card is broken. No Dark Magician card is broken. People will say, well, Dragoon. No, I beat Dragoon. I have beaten Dragoon many a times. Dragoon is not scary to me at all. Especially with Jet Dragon, I can flip that damn thing back to hand now. So, like I said, Dragoon does not scare me at all. So now we're going to get on with the fusion spell that was added in. And this is where this is going to get crazy. It says, during the main phase, fusion summon one fusion monster that lists Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon as material by shuffling fusion material listed on it from your hand, field, or graveyard into the deck. So basically, all the resources that I'm using, I'm basically just reloading my fucking deck. Like, that's bizarre. That is something that is unprecedented. When you do that, like, it's bizarre, like, what you can do with that. It says, then you can destroy face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of Blue Eyes White Dragon and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon used as material from the field. So the more you have on the field, the more things you can destroy. You can only activate this once per turn. That's an easy pull again. That's True Light. True Light, go to True Light here. It literally tells you can activate one of the following effects per turn. You can activate one of these effects. Set one spell or trap directly from your deck that specifically lists Blue Eyes White Dragon in its text with a different name from cards you control and in your graveyard. So as long as you don't have this card out, which there's only 2 of it, you can use this card. Pull it straight and set the damn thing. Falls around to your turn, you're fusing automatically. So now, like, we've already went over stage. Solid is one that I really haven't. I've talked about it a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and summarize like why this card is in here, why this card is so powerful for me, and why this card has won me so many duels. Is because of its effect and what it can do. It says if this card is normal or special summon, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls and negate its effects. So if there's a powerful effect that I can't get around, you can just negate it, go on about your day. It's just when your opponent activates a card or effect. So if they normal summon, special summon, or activate an effect, I can send this card into the deck, from the field into the deck. And if you do special summon one Blue Eyes White Dragon from the deck, if you pair that off with Pierce in the Darkness again, you're drawing another card and you've got the security for it. So in that case, you're trading, and if you got True Light, then it's protected from targeting effects. So then there again, you're set up for success. My Gravedigger's Trap pulls are really good. Let's see if they actually have the text right. It's unofficial and describes the card's functionality in the OCG. Well, it should be official because I have the damn card. When your opponent activates a monster effect in their hand, graveyard, or when they activate banish, negate its effect, and if you do inflict, okay, yeah, inflict 2,000 damage. So basically, if they activate like Ash, if let's say you're facing zombies, activate a graveyard effect, or you face something like Sword Soul, where they activate banishment effects, you can negate it and deliver 2,000 damage straight to your opponent, which is again big for this deck. And like I said, I don't run a lot of hand traps because of this card and Destined Rivals. Destined Rivals is a really good one. And again, if you got effects that you can't get around, like someone trying to limit your summons or things like that, you can activate this card. It says if you control Blue Eyes White Dragon or Dark Magician, negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls until the end of this turn. You can activate once per turn. So, in this facet, you can basically shut down the game. Again, Abyss, I use him for polymerization. Now, Abyss cannot pull this card because it's not polymerization. It might be the archetype polymerization from this EDO, but it is not specified as polymerization, so you cannot pull that. But it will pull this. It has to be special summon though. It can't be normal summon. So, with that being said, there's only a few things. On EDO, I do have it set to where my deck is going to have number 92 Heart of Dragon, and the reason that I use this card is because it can't be destroyed by battle. Also, your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken from attacks involving this card. So if I attack straight into you, you're taking the damage, not me. Detach one XYZ material, banish all cards your opponent currently controls that will normal special summon or set this turn. This card, if this card is destroyed while it has XYZ material, you can special summon this card. And for every card that was banished, it gains 1,000 attack, which is big. Very expensive card. I'm gonna get it eventually. Just give me time. And the other one that is added into this is Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. It's a good one. So what Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon does is basically you fuse it with Blue Eyes White Dragon and just a dragon monster. Like I said, Blue Eyes White Dragon, it literally runs a shit ton of dragon monsters. So you can use literally any other monster. You can even use another Blue Eyes White Dragon. It does not specify. It says Like, I really don't know, like, how you get this. Because it says must either be fusion summoned or special summoned from the extra deck by tributing one Blue Eyes White Dragon equipped with a fusion monster. Never in my life have I seen that done. Like, I don't know what card does that. It says unaffected by trap effects. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. Once per turn at the end of the damage step. If this card battled, you can target one trap in your graveyard, set it to your spell and trap zones. Allow me to explain why this card is so big. And people might be like, well, I'm a little skeptic on using this. Why not use, like, Blue Eyes Twin Burst? And actually, I don't need Neo in here. I need alternative, but I'll change that later. So why this card is so big? Okay, so let's say True Light is destroyed. This card is on the field. This card attacks. So what it's gonna do is I was gonna try to track it. There we go. If I can not click any other card. Okay, so as you see right here, it's unaffected by trap effects. So that's number uno. Number two, you can target one trap in your graveyard set to your spell and trap zone. So it can target True Light, set it. Your opponent draws, you can activate True Light as soon as your opponent draws. Now, in doing so, let's say they're just like, well, I'm gonna Harpy Feather Dust you, and they're gonna destroy that. Well, if you go to True Light here, it says if this face-up card is sent from the spell a trap zone to the graveyard, destroy all monsters you control. But that's not gonna happen because this card right here is unaffected by trap effects, so True Light will not kill him. And if you fuse this the right way, and you have Pierce in the Darkness out, then this card can shoot over any monster on the field. Attack-wise. Attack-wise, you'll never beat it. Now, if you have Jet Dragon on, this card is protected from destruction effects. Now, you could probably, I think, yeah, you can knock it back to hand, but it's not really going to do you very good because this card's really easy to get back out. Which is why I don't really worry about it, banished and stuff like that, because that's why I run this card. This card can literally pull stuff back from banishment or from the graveyard. So, what in the hell? I don't know, my cat literally just went crazy. I have no idea what the hell just happened there. But, literally. This card can literally pull stuff back from the graveyard and banishment. Because, let's see, where does it say? Right here. It says you can target one of your monsters that is banished or in the graveyard. Special summon it to your zone this card points to. So basically, directions of the card. So it has to be set in the main link zone for you to be able to pull this off. But again, it's a link 4. It's not really hard to do with this deck. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I am missing? I don't think I am, because everything else, I run Link Karibo on this. I don't know why he's in there. Probably going to take it out and run, like, alternative. Actually, hang on. And I will fix it so I got alternative in there. So you guys can see. If I can get my OBS to quit popping up. Let's go. Alternative. So let's take out Link Karibo. We'll put alternative. So we're running 4 Blue Eyes Fusion monsters. Which I think would be okay because we're running 4 types of polymerization, so I think it would work just fine. Again, if you don't like any of these, you can tribute it. I definitely wouldn't tribute this one. This one's definitely one that when February rolls around, I would keep this card. Like, would not touch this card. if you guys are wondering, like, why this is so big, they have so many new effect monsters for Blue Eyes that it's literally going to change the meta itself. Drytron will not be able to stand up to this. I'm telling you this right now. Will not work. Because if you run Great Digger's Trap Hole, when you go to activate, the effects, like, oh, you got to get rid of one, the special summon one from the graveyard. Well, that's great and all, but now, in order to get one out, you have to activate an effect of a Drytron monster. So, when you activate it from hand to special summon another card, guess what? You can get Gravedigger's Trap Hole, because that's the only how you can get Drytron monsters on. Like, it doesn't work any other way. The only other way that this works is with Drytron. You can get rid of like a ritual or another Drytron monster from hand, and then you can play it from hand. But again, this card hits it, because Gravedigger's Trap Hole hits effects in the hand. So, there again, you're stuck in that situation. The only thing that I really see where this hits is with Drytron is it's a card. What the hell's the name? Queritus. It's Mitonis Queritus. Queritus, he can destroy all spells and traps once per turn. So, I mean, he's big, but man, 4,000 with Piercing the Darkness and a Blue Eyes White Dragon, with True Light, with Blue Eyes on, Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, Tyrant of D, and possibly Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. If this gets on, let's say I got Destined Rivals and I got the Ultimate Creature Destruction set. Like, you're done. Dunzo. Like, it's so crazy, like, what this deck is going to be able to do and, like, how it's going to react. So, it's going to be really bizarre, and I hope you guys see Blue Eyes the same way that I do, that it's really going to change the meta. And Dark Magician's going to change the meta, too. Like, I'm going to be honest. They're going to be on a tier of their own for a while. I'm really curious to see what else gets released with these cards. But these cards are pretty damn spectacular on their own to begin with. I got a little bit of time here, so let me go ahead and shrink this back down. And we will go and I will go against the AI. I'm not really going to try to do much. I'm just going to run this deck. Hit that, and I'll hit local AI. So that I can show you guys like what we can do. Go and slide down here. I'll pick out one of my meta decks. I have one somewhere. So, yeah, there we go. Let's say I have my meta decks on here somewhere. Yeah. I haven't made a Storage Soul yet. Okay, so we got into those. That's not what I'm looking for though. Where's my meta? There they are. So I got Meta Infinitrack, Meta Zombies, and I got Drytron. We'll go ahead and we'll go against Drytron. Feeling lucky, I guess. I don't really care. So we'll go ahead and start. Again, the AI is not gonna be very good, so like that's a gimme. All right, let's go ahead and go, and I'll show you really what this can do. So again, all right, hand. It's not the best. Yep, it's playing it just like I would. Oh, I don't know why it done that. I'm not sure why it done that. Okay. But anyway, I'll go ahead and set this there. We'll go ahead and we'll activate Piercing the Darkness. We'll normal summon the White Stone. Then I'll activate Sage on the White Stone. And we will bring out Blue Eyes White Dragon. And then I'll chain off Piercing the Darkness. And we'll draw one card off of that. Then I'll activate Bingo Machine Go. Bingo Machine Go will bring me... give me True Light. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pull True Light because we can do that. And it's a good thing to do. There we go. Set your light. We'll go ahead and set your light. I can activate polymerization if I need to. Yeah, matter of fact, let's go ahead and just activate polymerization, and I'll show you exactly what I was talking about. We'll go ahead and put that there. Now that Blue Eyes is in the graveyard, we'll go ahead and we will swing to battle, and we should be able to hit both of them. Yep. 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 And that's how that works. And flop that back to him, and in turn. Say, well, I really don't understand why you done that. I'm about to show you why exactly I done that. So now what's gonna happen here is I need to put on, see, he's not gonna really do a whole lot here. Abyss. Now that I get Abyss, then Abysses will activate. It will give me polymerization, and his secondary effect should go off. Yes, that's what I thought. And off of this, I can get Blue Eyes. No, we get Blue Eyes White Dragon off of this. So I think this is what's returned. Yeah, go ahead and get Blue Eyes. I feel like that's a pretty good trade-off. So now he's gonna draw. And yeah. I'd say that should have activated as soon as he drew, but it works. It's supposed to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. So we'll go ahead and supposed to summon him right there. Yep. Pierce in the Darkness should chain off of that. Yep, there it is. And we'll draw another card. So like I said, it's basically gonna make these guys really invincible, and then we're gonna go ahead and activate Destined Rivals. So that way we don't have any crazy effects going off. Because literally we can't allow them to really do anything off of this. But Drytron will go off pretty bad, so you gotta kind of watch out for it. Okay, we'll go ahead and draw. We'll go ahead and I'll activate Lightstone, and we'll add that back, and we'll say yes. So go ahead and activate this. This will summon that. This will summon Blue Eyes. There we go. Yep, and we'll go ahead and draw another card. So now that we're into this, then we'll set this. Do I need to do that yet? Not yet. So what I need to do now is I need to activate polymerization. Pull him on. Let's see. Do I want to do? Yeah, do both of my Blue Eyes. And we'll set him there. So again, you see how this is working. Activate that on Abyss. We're going to go into Solid. Then we are going to activate Solid's effect and negate Linkuriboh. Yeah. And on that, we're going to activate that, which is going to bring us Blue Eyes White Dragon. See how this is working now, which non-voids that card. This is negated still. And you can banish it. They all go up by 1,000. Now from here, that's pretty much it. So we go to battle, and we will win this by a landslide. Go ahead. Yep. Flip it back to him. And there you go. Nope. That's it. That's game. There you go. That's how this deck works. We'll do it one more time. Just so I can show you guys really how this deck really works. Like I said, it's a beautiful thing. This thing is quick. Perfect hand. I couldn't ask for anything any better. So go ahead and set Gravedigger's Trap-Hole. We'll go ahead and we'll special summon Blue Eyes Alternative. No, revealing him. And we're set up here. And Now watch this. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm gonna pull him out. Now I'm gonna go into a Spirit Dragon. Put him up there on top. Now I'm controlling the special summoning gate. Now I'm gonna go ahead, if I can. No, I can't. It's where I activated all those special summons already. I didn't know it actually done that, so apparently I can't do it for the rest of the turn, which is fine. So we're gonna go ahead and we are going to set null and void. I don't think I want to do anything. No. Right there. No. He's basically just there to stop special summons from happening. Okay, so now. The player can special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time. Oh, same time. Okay, I understand how that works now. So I can, just not at the same time. Yeah. Actually, no. We're not gonna do that. Nope. So that is activated. Now I can bring this guy out. Like that. I can activate his effect and just restore it. Yep, that's why the card's there. No. And that's how that works. For everybody who's wondering. Like, man, how does this card work? Well, now you know. And it's big, too. Let's swing for battle, and I'm gonna go ahead and attack into Eva. What the? That is nuts. Go ahead, main phase 2. Now that it is off, I'll go ahead and activate Nebula. That's crazy. I didn't know it was gonna do that. That's not what I was trying to do, but we will make this work. Go into Julian. I said I will make this work. So then you can go and get rid of your blue eyes. And you can go straight into number 92 and put him as material. And you put him at the top. There you go. Now I'm into this. So as you can see, this is now a big problem. And I'm going into. When we go into standby phase, Azorize should be able to activate pretty frequently. And he will. There he goes. And bring us our blue eyes back. Which again is big for us. And again, we have another Gravedigger's Trap Hole waiting. So what we will do here is we'll switch him to attack and we will swing for game. There's no point in waiting for anything. See, that's how this works. To prove that this is not just like a one-of thing, I'll do it again. And I'll show you how this works. This deck is... Okay, so now's the test. I definitely wouldn't have done that, but okay. Because now I'm able to control the graveyard. Like I said, this thing gets a little stupid sometimes, so... Again, I'm just showing you guys like how this works. Like, that's actually a little bizarre that to me it would do that. Now you're gonna see I got rid of Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. And you're like, I thought you said it was your boss monster. It is, but as of right now, I don't need it for the current time. So you go ahead and you get rid of it. It's not really that big of a problem. Yeah, we will go ahead and just swing. So we'll go ahead and we'll do 2000 and we'll end turn there. There's no point of going any further. Yeah. So here's what I'm talking about. So you're gonna go ahead and activate Gravedigger's Trap Hole. Yeah, go ahead and activate Ultimate Creature Destruction to protect alternative, and it's gonna hit him for 2000. That's exactly what I was just talking about. It stops them right in their tracks. Oh, I'll go ahead and activate Big Machine Go. And on this, I will pull. Let's go ahead and get True Light. No, not that. True Light. Shit. I guess I went past it. There we go. We'll get True Light. We'll go ahead and we'll set True Light. So it's not really that big of a deal right now. We'll go ahead. We'll swing for another 3,000. Damn. Like I said, sometimes it's stupid, but as you can see, like, it consecutively can shut down Drytron with the way this deck is built and how it is based. But this is all the time I have for the what's coming to be the 2022 February format for Blue Eyes White Dragon. If you want Dark Magician, put it down in the comments down below, and I will get to it for you guys, because I don't have anything else better to do, really, and I'm just really interested in seeing what everybody else would like me to do, and or already would like want me to do. Like this is something I enjoy. I don't care to do this. It's a lot of fun to really go over decks in general. If there's any other decks you guys would like, hey, I want you to make like a meta deck of this, like for something like, say, like something for Fortune Ladies, like a big one, it'll be like Exodia. You know, there's all kinds of decks out there, like Red Eyes, Dark Magicians, there's Sword Soul, there's Zombie Horde with Eldritch. There's all kinds of stuff. So if you guys want me to personally build a deck from my perspective and for what I think would be a good deck for that, just go ahead and leave it in the comments down below. Now note, these decks will probably be more offensive heavy than they are defensive heavy, but they will have some defense, as you've seen the decks that I have put together. Like, they are fairly defensive and very, very offensive. Like, they're very offensive. They will hit you right in the mouth really quick. But this is all the time I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, Pierce Nation out.